Okay, what does everybody like the most? What do you like the most for news, the most exciting, the riveting, the stuff that makes you just brim with glee? Is it mortgage applications? It's not. It's not mortgage applications, is it? But that's what I've got this story on, so stick with me. We're going to look at some mortgage applications now. Last week, a lot of the numbers weren't great across all the indexes, despite the fact that we've got the 30-year mortgage rate down it was at a year-to-date low last week, and it's at a year-to-date low again this week. We're waiting to find out what it is actually in this week as of right now, but it's at a year-to-date low right now, which is great. So what did the mortgage apps do this week? We had a kind of a spinning our tires last week. What's going on? Everybody was worried about too many things. There was just too much stuff going on. We got the bounce back we were looking for this week. The composite index up 9.9% in comparison to only up 3.3% last week. That's a big jump. We're talking, so the purchase index up 11% compared to down 1% last week. The refinancing index up 9% compared to being down 5% last week. That is a 14% swing. That's moving. That's moving for sure, and that's moving in the right direction. America's economy is doing good. I've said this a million times. Their mortgage, a lot of their housing in a lot of the cities is not overpriced. When you compare to where we live here in Alberta and the amount of money it actually costs to live here, based in proximity to a lot of jobs that, paid well at one period in time, but Alberta's not thriving, and the price to live here is still very expensive in the United States. There are a lot of thriving cities that are doing really well, that are beautiful cities to live in, that don't cost an arm and a leg to buy a family-sized house with a 30-year mortgage at a year-to-date low. It's not as low as it was last year at this time, but it's still really low. I think everybody in the United States that's finally figuring out how well the U.S. is doing, despite a couple of hurricanes, despite some stuff that you can't control, erratic North Korean nonsense, that has nothing to do with you guys. America, economy-wise, is doing fantastic, and kudos for all the mortgage app stuff being up. I hope a lot of people are getting into properties that they can afford, that's going to be good for them in the long run, and I wish people the best. It's great to be able to see this because this means everything's rolling forward in the right direction. I'm Cody with Wall Street Breakdown. You can click the subscribe button and click the little bell down there for all sorts of notifications, and we will let you know all sorts of fun things about mortgage applications and the like. Who knows? We'll talk about drilling and all sorts of statistics about sales at chain stores. You love this stuff. I know you do. See you next time.